Hello, I'm Mr. Snapper.
And I'm Red Snapper.
And this is Project Nutmeg!
She's very tired.
Yes, she's very tired. She's a very tired poops.
Oh, little poops.
You're so tired.
Sweet little nutmeg.
Yes. Little troublesome.
So today we're going to talk about finding a logo.
Finding a logo.
We decided that we were going to develop a dog for stage in late 2021, but we didn't decide to document it for YouTube until summer of 2023. Surprising.
Yeah, you know, we're behind the times.
A little bit. As part of Project Nutmeg, we had to find a logo. Now, we know some incredible artists like Chris Meeks, who created the original Red Snapper logo back in 2008. We also know Ashley Wilkerson, who created the Red Snapper tattoo. And see, here we go, matchy matchy. There are a few other artists who have developed excellent artwork for us in the past.
Shout out to Sebastian.
Shout out to Sebastian. We love Sebastian. And so many others. But this time, we wanted to do something a little different.
Yes. Now, we could have used Upwork to find someone, but you have to essentially post a creative brief on Upwork and sift through proposals, but whatever. So instead, we hopped on Fiverr and looked for artists who did the kind of work we needed. You can get artwork for a very reasonable price, which means it's pretty affordable to get a few different options.
And since we were trying to find something new that was outside of what our friend group does on a regular basis, we decided Fiverr.
Right.
I chose 3 artists who did kawaii drawings of pets because Nutmeg is ridiculously cute. So the first artist I paid for 3 poses. I think there was a discount for 3 poses, so like some package or something. I sent reference photos and my only feedback was on her coloring. Nutmeg is a chameleon. The fur that was black when she was a baby has turned gray and cream, and the brown has lightened up a lot. So we don't know what color she'll be by next year, but at a year and 9 months, look at that. She's shifted. She's had some color shifting.
Yeah, she's pretty creamy in places. Like, look at that little paw. Look at that creamy little paw.
She's very creamy. At least she still has the racing stripe on her face.
That's true.
But so let's look at this. Let's look at this first piece of artwork here. Now this is really cute. I asked for 3 poses. One where Nutmeg was serious, one where she was happy with the mouth open and the tongue, and then one of the kawaii little salute with the little pose. I think they did a great job with it. This one, it looks like 2 fingers. It looks a little weird, so they did their best.
It's kind of hard to do the paw as the little salute thing.
For sure. But they did get the green collar and her little heart charm with her her identification. And she looks very happy. She looks really mean in the first one. That's like the face that she gives to Bus when he tries to walk down the stairs and she goes outside first. But super cute.
Yep. And of course, the happy one is the one that you see right here on top of Buster as the watermark. And I broke it apart after we got the artwork and turned it into the animation you see on the end screen.
Yes, all of these included a PSD file plus I think a PNG.
Mm-hmm. Which made it easier to break it into its component elements and do that little animation.
For sure. So we got 3 images. They're very cute. I noticed that the 2 that we don't use for the watermark have black eyes and the other has brown eyes. And there's also black on the foot pads in the kawaii image, and that's a little jarring to have that black layered in there in that one place. It's kind of like when you're doing a painting class and they say, oh, let's outline everything in black. It's like, this is not a comic book. So but it's not all outlined in black to stand out from anything. It's just the eyes that are black.
The kawaii pick is also very symmetrical, aside from the paw. I've just noticed this, like as we're looking at it again, you could draw a straight line. If you ignore the one paw, if you draw a straight line down it, it's like a mirror image.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, heart-shaped patch in the front.
Yep.
So,
even the eyes, the light spot. This is more apparent in one that we'll show you in a bit, but the light spots are also symmetrical, which kind of makes the eyes look a little more wall-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Just noticed that.
I mean, not disparaging the work.
Not at all.
This is just what the work is.
Yeah.
And spending more time with it, we see more things. But that watermark image that we use is
perfection.
It's absolutely adorable.
I think we have that on a t-shirt as well, don't we?
I'm pretty sure we have that on a t-shirt and I think stickers.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. We only sent one pose to the second artist, asking them to capture her please pose. You know this pose, we're talking about all the time. Please, please, please. And this is what we have. And again, this is the one I mentioned, very symmetrical. And again, not disparaging the artist. They did fine work. Obviously, we paid for it. We're very happy with what we got. But I'm pretty sure I know exactly what setting they used on Procreate to draw this, to get it like perfectly symmetrical.
For sure. Another thing about this is that we know a thing or two. He knows, I think, 3 things. I'm the 1 to 2 on creating artwork. I don't do it all the time and I'm not the best at it. But there are tricks that we know, inside baseball things, so we evaluate it with that eye as well, through that lens. I think it's very cute. They did a great job getting her sitting up, doing the please, little tongue hanging out, looks very happy. The coloring is close to what she is now, kind of a creamy beige, like a khaki, but a very light khaki. We should take her to the Gap and then check her against, is she stone pants or is she
stone?
ecru?
That's the color.
What color is she in Gap pants? And she still has the little black patches, which she may have had black patches in the reference photos. She again has changed colors over time. Something to note if you decide to get an Aussie Doodle is that they can change colors depending on their parentage. But very cute.
Again, because of the symmetrical way it was drawn, so you basically draw one half of the picture and the software draws the other half as you draw the eye light and the eyes. And the other one, she looked a little wall-eyed, and this one she looks a little cross-eyed.
Yeah, a little bit there. Yeah. That Procreate thing where you can duplicate something is great if you're drawing hearts, so that you don't have one side of the heart that kind of curves in at the bottom and the other is all plump.
Perfect.
You could get perfectly symmetrical things, so that's pretty handy.
Yeah.
I really wanted one of these where Nutmeg is doing that cute little salute. And as you could see in the first image, it's really tricky to manage it with a dog paw. But it seems like the kind of pose she would do if she was human. So I really wanted to get that pose. Enter the third piece of artwork. So for this one, I sent, again, reference photos of Nutmeg. I sent pictures like this so that we could see what it needed to be. So I really wanted to get this particular pose. And this artist, I said, I know it's a little tricky, but this is what I'd like to do. They sent me a black and white to make sure that they drew everything correctly. I think the others did as well. And then they did the coloring, because kind of a pain to do the artwork and then do the coloring and then say, is this right? And then it's like, oh no, I wanted it to look like whatever. So they got it right. They got the pose really nicely in there, even though, you know, a dog paw can't do this.
It's got the dew claw, so be kind of hard to draw. But they did a great job.
They did. They captured it very well. The little winky eye and the lighting in the eye is really nice.
Yeah, the eye is great.
And I do love the texture of the fur because she's got a kinky do. She's so curly, wavy, really soft, which is why I just sit here and pet her constantly. But they did a really nice job here, and I'm pretty sure we have this on a t-shirt. I know I have it on my own t-shirt.
Well, if we don't, we will now. It'll be on the store like magic. Yeah, the texture in the fur is really incredible. That's really nice.
It is.
For all of the Fiverr artwork, we were very clear with our intentions in our ask. You always want to be very clear. And we tipped them all after approving and accepting the work. Fun fact, Fiverr charges their Fiverr fee again when you tip. So it's almost like you're tipping Fiverr as well. I don't know, Fiverr. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can't include the tip in the original cost.
So you wind up paying a second fee to Fiverr to tip the artist. I don't know. It seems a little underhanded there, Fiverr, but
a little bit,
just a little bit. We told them we were looking for a YouTube logo and might use the images on merch. And speaking of merch, we have merch.
We have merch.
I heard a YouTuber recently, I don't remember which one it was, that said, perch the merch.
I like that.
That was their pitch. Perch the merch.
Perch the merch.
So, yep, we've got a Nutmeg merch and some Snap-A-Rama merch, like the t-shirt, and some other, not specifically Snap-A-Rama or Nutmeg, just kind of some funny ideas, like my favorite, which is the dragon ass mug.
Yeah, I've had many a cup of tea from that mug.
It's the perfect mug for those days where you're just dragging ass.
Monday mornings.
Monday mornings.
For sure.
Yeah, so check that out. The link is in the description below. And yeah, there you go. Perch the merch.
Perch the merch. All of these artists knew how we would be using it. So yep. Having this up for sale, using it on the YouTube channel, is part of the contract that you arrange through Fiverr, and that's a really nice thing about Fiverr. And another nice thing about contracting an artist to do the work is that you can find somebody who does it all the time. They have the skills to knock it out, and they work a certain number of revisions into the contract, so you know exactly what you're getting. You don't have to say, oh, but I thought that I was paying to get 5 revisions. It's like, no, there's one revision, and I pay a musician to do sound-alikes for me. And there's a revision worked in case I need that revision. I don't think I've had him revise anything, but you know what you're gonna get.
But hey, fun tip, if you're ever going to Fiverr to get a sound-alike, test it with Shazam when you're done, or I think Google has a thing like that too, where you can just play a little snippet of music and see if it can identify what it is. And if it comes up with like, oh, this was, you know, whatever, Christmas wrapping by the waitresses,
then you can send it back for the revision.
Like, too close, because if that catches it, then the algorithm will catch it and you'll get demonetized and everyone will be unhappy.
If you're monetized.
If you're monetized. If you are, leave us a comment below. How do you get monetized?
Get us monetized. But it's really handy because the contract has all of this worked in. That's something I like about Fiverr, is that the contract says what you are getting and how you can use it and how many revisions and all of that. If you would like to know who we used for these images, then ask us in the comments. I hired a completely different artist to do tribute images of my niece dog. And the work from that artist was the perfect style for that project, but was not right for this project. I did not contract her for the logo project because I wanted a very specific thing. And when I searched, her work didn't come up, which was actually pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted by this cute little puppy.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh.
She needs to be combed. Okay.
You need to be combed.
That's all for today. Thanks so much for joining us. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Boop the bell for notifications, and please share us with your friends, your dog-loving friends, your dog-hating enemies. Share us with them too. That'll be fun.
People who like middle-aged people who talk about their dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all good. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say either. Share us with somebody.
Share us with somebody.
Share us with somebody.
All right, and see us next time.
Bye.
Bye.